Hey everyone, welcome back to the Apollo Community Cast. I hope our viewers are having a productive and positive day. Without further ado, let's jump into today's episode. Were you able to get the turnout you were hoping for? But if not, was the engagement at least there for the people who did show up?
Yeah, so the thing about the Coding Carnival is the the mission of it all is truly what when I was 14 years old and I had been coding already for a little bit, getting engrossed in with the culture, getting engrossed with the actual skill set. I I didn't have an extreme amount of friends that were also doing this with me. So, say I definitely say I attribute it to when I was 14 years old. Yeah, I honestly genuinely wanted to do something like this because at that point, you're growing, uh, your own knowledge base with your friends, and at that point, it's something that everyone can get better together, and then you guys get to work on projects together, and when you're dealing with coding, like you get to build the future potentially at all times. So it's beautiful to me, and so that the mission that stemmed from that 14-year-old mindset, and now what where we are, where Bridge the Gap gets to actually curate these events and you know uh, directly put on what I kind of my dream. This is, you the turnout in regard to that is, I understand that day by day we are going to continue to grow, continue to expose our message to new parents that will bring. So the turnout, of course, was great to me because, you know, at any rate, like if there's even one kid in the room, that is a great turnout because this is again my dream since I was 14 to be able to inhabit, uh, facilitate these type of interactions where we're talking about not only my passion, where I'm trying to instill in the kids a tool set, a skill set that really is essential in this time. If if we think which industry is prime for when we go into the next 20, 30 years, which legacy is going to stand out now and stand out then and probably stand out for the rest of honestly time. Computers, I think everyone's gonna have to eventually learn computers, and it's definitely essential now that we teach the youth something that I think is an ad- advantage over those that don't know it, especially in regard to if we're teaching a 12-year-old, we're teaching an 8-year-old. Like these are nothing less than an advantage. Uh, so in terms of definitely turnout, I'm always happy with anybody who comes in because this is my dream. I look forward to this is something that we do is gonna grow as we continue to push, as we continue to put on new coding carnivals. So we're 6 days away from the next coding carnival, and I'm
I was
blessed
just
and
thinking
excited
that.
to see what the turnout's going to look like this time. It could be less, it could be more, and I'm going to be happy to just deliver this dream of mine.
Hell yeah, I totally agree. I think what you were saying in the beginning of this being your dream, then one is always better than zero. Even if I get one like on an Apollo post, one is better than zero. As long as I know that at least one person connected with that post enough to engage with it in the same way that at least one person or parent connected with the Coding Carnival at least enough to show up and engage with it, then I think that's just, it goes so far for us.
Oh, 110%.
Yeah, and even as you said, when you were about 14, that was really the seed that grew into today. And I totally sympathize with that because when I was a kid, I'm not going to say who, but I had people around me, more one person more than others, telling me that you cannot be an artist and be successful, telling me that the starving artist trope, and there is some truth in that, but with the revolution we're seeing now, then I have to get my feet wet, I got to join in the fire and join the dance. So jump in the fire and join the dance, really, because I just want to put people on and give them the dream that I couldn't necessarily fulfill early on, you know, and I was discouraged from it. I think that we share a lot with that because you really just want to encourage people and show them what they're capable of in this computer science entire scene and just really get involved.
Man, exactly. Like exactly.
So yeah, that's it's incredibly personal to me, you know, the kind of early impacts that grow into what you can do today and kind of give people the opportunity you didn't have. I think that even a lot of parents see that giving their kids the opportunities which they did not have, and I think that there's a lot of parallels between that as we see in everyday life. Wow, you made it to the end of today's episode. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to learn more about crypto, NFTs, blockchains, or anything related to art, come hop in the Discord. We'd love to have you. Apollo Art Exchange is a digital art collective seeking to empower and elevate artists across all cultures within the visual metaverse through the use of writing, community, and multi-platform posting. If you'd like to get involved as a community member, please consider checking out our Apollo community tokens to support our work directly, get a chance at your own personal showcases. With that being said, here's a reminder to take it day by day, and we'll see y'all next time.